bro.
Mom, you wanna follow me? You wanna check on your phone? Nah, you wanna go on your phone and see? Check.
My phone died also.
Find your phone off? Could you go on the live to see what will help me out? Because your mom phone dead. Girl, don't strain your sister either. What y'all do? Yes, my people. Give you a little time for line up, you know? I'm at home with the what do you call it? Sciatica. This is crazy, guys. This is crazy. Sciatica nerves. And I'm selling something for people, and I know it's good for colds and stuff like that. Last 2 days, I don't know, man. It been having me cannot bend, taking my mobility away from me, and I've been making my daughters step on my back, walk on my back, stuff like that, stretch. But as I sit down, like in 10, 15 minutes, 20 minutes, it gets stiff. I try to get up and it's like I'm an old man, like, yeah, and I don't like that. So yesterday it was the worst. Cause my cooler, that big cooler I be pushing, was loaded with drinks yesterday. And I handled it, and push guard, I gotta get me another push guard or something. This is one of the wells. I was trying to get somebody to weld it. I had a guy, but everybody acts up a certain way. So money talk and bull walk. I'm gonna go buy me a brand new one, and I'm gonna get that. But the sciatica, this right here, it's one of my medicine. Said the turmeric, the garlic, the sea moss. I have a lot of cayenne pepper. Got a lot of stuff in here, and I drank it yesterday night, and I drank it this morning, and instantly I was surprised that my movements, my mobility just increased rapidly. For days now, with about a weekend, almost 2 weeks, that I've been stiff, can't do anything. And I drink this right here, and I have the potion. I don't want to boast and brag. And when I drink this, it has a heat to it with cayenne pepper and the black pepper and all the other stuff that the ingredients that I put in there. It's real strong, but I can feel it goes down in my back and the burning sensation. And bro, listen, I couldn't do this. I could not do it. I could not. And I was asking about this thing. And somebody said, Red, from all your injuries, you probably always had it. But what I noticed is when I always ran, and I would sweat, my clothes would get wet. And when I'm in the park, I'll work out for hours and my clothes be soaking with damp. And then it stays on me. So somebody was telling me, it says, Red, that could be even inflammation and what do you call it, arthritis and all that. I don't want to hear that. But I know I had a lot of injuries and a lot of stuff like that. So I said next week, I'm going to go to the doctor. I always tell people, I don't never tell people don't go to the doctor. I'm going to go to the doctor just to take an x-ray. I want to see what's going on in my lower back. And after I get the x-ray, they read it out to me and I see what's up. I already noticed I'm taking this thing here. And the only thing about it is when they put your belly on fire. Hot. This is for more mucus and stuff like that. But the turmeric is so powerful, and turmeric is good for inflammation. So that turmeric and the rest of herbs and stuff I put in there is working right in the lower back. And look, I couldn't put my foot, say, my foot on the chair. I could not kick. And a while ago I kicked. You know I love to kick. And I kicked, and it was for days I couldn't raise my feet like that. So I'm saying, Lord God, thank you for the knowledge, the wisdom, and the understanding. You know, we have to be thankful, knowledge. Like I said, I make this thing, I would not know. And the pain, eliminate the pain. And like I said, I'm selling it for cold. I'm selling it for cold and mucus and fibers and stuff like that. Give thanks, all praise, all praises, all praises. But this thing right here for the sciatic nerves, I will have to start talking about it, because since I have the issue just like a week ago, you know, it happened to me. And this is one of the worst feelings to have, sciatic nerve problems. This is the worst. So thank God that I try this, I take this, I take this, and my mind just killed. In fact, I was speaking to my brother, and he said, my brother, you know, say you like your herbs, you know. Why don't you get the turmeric and work with the turmeric? And I said, yeah, my brother. And I took it, and it's excellent. But give me a minute, guys. You in the toilet? In the mouth. I can't see it because we are in the other way. You can look on your phone and see what's the headline of the stuff on there. Alright. Your thing? Yeah, but on your phone. Alright. Yeah. So yes, guys. So the summer is getting here, and I cannot deal with the sciatic nerve. I cannot deal with that. I want to know the name of the thing. Yeah. So I find out that this is what. But today's topic, what I really came to talk about, I just wanted to mention this. So I am taking this, and like I said, I got a big break because when I sat down, couldn't get up. If I sat on the toilet bowl, it was hard for me to get up. If I lay and sit on the couch.
We need to put a title on it. We didn't put a title on it yet. We put it out there. Huh? It's going to put a title.
You didn't put a title?
Okay. After we
Yeah. So I thought I put a title on my video, but there is no title. But yeah, I wanted to mention. Okay. So yeah, I'm talking about anybody with sciatic nerve problems. This, with the turmeric and all the herbs in there, will be the perfect thing, because right now I'm very flexible, like I said, but like a week and a half ago, I did a whole lot, and I felt this little pain. Now I have felt this pain. This is why I don't do weights and stuff like that. I do full body, my body. I felt that a while back. I felt that in my car accident. I felt this type of feeling when I got pushed off the building. I felt that type of feeling was a paralyzed feeling, or a feeling when you lay and you try to get up. It's like something is pressing on a certain sciatic nerve that's causing your body to shut down and give you a lot of pain. I'm feeling that now, and I see what it's about, and I know a lot of people going through. I used to work out, have people working out, and when they come to work out, they would mention the sciatic nerve, and I would tell them, yeah, such and such. And until I got it, I really see what it's about and how hectic it could be. But I'm working around it, and then I would say a potion like that, it's the right potion for that sciatic nerve, because that's the spine and the lower back. And this is what keeps you up. Like I said, in the last week and a half, I was not supposed to lift up anything heavy. I still went out with my cooler. I still went out and bust a hustle. One of my wheels on my cooler get bad, so that kind of restrained me yesterday, bringing that cooler in, and that's what caused me all night to have pain. But again, thank God for this. My mucus remover and inflammation this year. So now I took this before. I know it's good for colds, but now I know it's good for sciatic nerves problems. So y'all guys could get this from me, and it's excellent. It's very great. So I feel great that I could bend back. I couldn't bend. I couldn't bend forward. And guys, I always make my knees touch my toes and stuff like my forehead touch my knees, and I always bend forward. I love to bend, even with squats. I couldn't squat, and so it's a good thing, and I'm going to start taking that. That's why I say all things is given, knowledge is given, the herbs and all these things are here. And these things are in the earth. And if we get to know how to deal with these things, we could all able to put them to use. Now, guys, I know it's getting here. So this is one of my problems that I have. And I pray God that it does not be a problem to me in the future. I hope that I does not have to go under surgery or nothing like that. I pray God forbid. But I will do my stretching, my yoga, and take my turmeric and see what else that I could apply. I think I have to stop the lifting this big white cooler. This is huge when it has a lot of drinks in it. It's real heavy. I don't really have no help, and I think if my lower back got to heal, I gotta ease. But that's how I make my money. So it's a serious thing. But yeah, I wanted you all to know that. So this is why you all have not actually seen me really putting out, because summer is when I really shine and when I'm really out there and motivating and coming out there and doing the best that I do, which is being me. Yes, I appreciate all my new subscribers, all praises to the highest king. But I came here to talk about, apart from all the working out and all that, it's good to be healthy. Yeah, health is wealth. That wellness, that healthiness of wellness is a key factor to know that even me at my age, which is not really old, but when things like that occur from all my previous injuries and they're creeping up, no one knows the time of the hour. This is why you have to be living right and living like the wellness of living, the respect of living, and the overstanding of love to your brothers and your sisters and to your fellow companions. And you really gotta see that, because life is not something that you could really sit there and say, like, 100% what tomorrow holds. No one knows what tomorrow holds. We just all trying to survive day by day. But I want to bring this topic on when I speaks about uprising, when I speaks about we are the nation of people, when I speaks about even the government that governs over the people, and the way that they govern over the people. And I always see that there is a problem in that way that they're doing, because a government that rules over the people, a government that the people put their trust in, they put their faith in, they put their ability in, their time in, their effort in, they affiliate themselves with that authority, that government principle, that government system. And for the government now to say they could govern over the people, yet still they're not governed in the right way. Because one of the things I would say for any president, for any leader of a country or island, wherever the place you are, if your government is stopping you from your ability. Your ability, you know what I mean? Your ability. Let's say you from like Jamaica. Let's use Jamaica. And in Jamaica now, you might not work for the government, but you are working for yourself. You are doing honest things for yourself to obtain money, to obtain the necessity that you need. And you are not being a burden or problem. You are not being a menace in that society that you live in. You are not being creating mayhem. You are not being a problem. The police could pass any day and look over there and know that you are one brother they don't have to worry about, you know. And if there is a government that runs the country, and there are people in the country that is on that ability, this government should look to see how they could strengthen these people that has the ability. You understand? The country, something is burning. The country cannot be a country if the government, that the ones who say they has authority to rule over the people, is not making way for the people, is not putting ability within the people. There is no island or no country should not go in poverty, no, like education wise, or even those that probably are not suit or not cut out or don't have the ability to obtain education, but they could obtain knowledge. They could plant food. They could go into agriculture. There's a lot of uneducated people that is more wiser than people that is educated, that is planting and running into agriculture and doing a lot. There are farmers. There are people that run cattle. There are people that you give them the ability, give them a couple chickens, give them a place, and they will build this up. You come back a year, 2 years, they will have a big chicken farm. There are people they will start. They just need that help because the collateral they don't have. So these governments that does not watch the minority or the poor and say the poor is a problem, I don't see that they setting up anything for that same poor man, because a lot of the poor people that doesn't want to go to the shelter, or they doesn't want to go to the shelter where they stay at. So but they will want to go outside and want to start something. So these people are there. If you give them opportunity, they will grow. So a government should govern the people in the country by giving them the necessity that they need, the necessary things that they need to keep up life. You gotta watch the people. If a guy he know how to fix cars, he might not able to get a job, fill out your applications out, and has the recommendation that you will expect from him. But he could do it as better as the same guy that could read and write, and or a guy like that. The government should not cut him down. The government should not squeeze him. The government should try to build a brother like that. So if these countries that have runs by prime ministers and presidents, and they does not have the ability to look within the midst of the people. It's the people who makes the country. It's the people who helps the government to be government. So if the people that's supposed to govern over the people is not looking for the benefit of the people, because if you have people that doing things that is prosperous, your country will prosper. If your prisons that you have people that is taking their time, instead of creating crime, they are trying to get an honest dollar. Your prisons will have less people. But if the man is trying to make an honest dollar in the country, where that you see that he could be a criminal, he could be a drug dealer, he could be some other type of minister of society that will cause your country to be bad. Tourists can come, they're killing, then where is it that you say you govern thing in this country, but the people which is the majority, you are not doing anything to allow them to be strong so they could able to stand up on their own 2 feet, or they could able to bring something forth. You would like them to depend on you. And this is how we get all the dirty habits, the habits that we get with governmentship. I'm looking at uh, Abraham Chavez. I'm looking at him, and I'm listening to the things that he's saying and he's doing. He allowed farmers, he allowed people to plant food. He allowed people, if that's what you has the capability to do, he gets you land, he gives you somewhere. You plant food, you contribute something to the country. So they will always have food. But if you have the resources, but nobody to work the resources, or you don't help anyone to deal with the resources, then you find the people in the country gonna get lazy and depending on the government. And now you're gonna have foreigners coming to do what the natives or the people, the natives of that country could have been doing. So it's not like to say the people is lazy, but it's to hold the people down. Look, I was watching some brothers there in the land of the Nubians that went and go into mining for themselves. Young brothers, and they don't have the tools that these big companies have. But they go into mining, and guess what? They score big. They get one of the biggest nuggets that even those that have ability with the mining business has never even pulled. So what I'm saying is this: if these people, these leaders of the world say they're here to govern and to help the middle class, the poor, the rich, well, you can start with the poor by allowing the poor to get ability. Because if the poor has the ability to able to strive for themselves and do for themselves, like I said, there's a lot of land in America. There's a lot of homeless brothers in America. There's a lot of people that is living on the streets right here in the US of A. So some of these brothers would like to know that they could go and start some stuff on a little piece of farm, a little piece of turf. And they start building. I see a brother, he started building his own house. He's building his own house, catching rainwater, growing chickens and ducks. He took his whole family out there. Now, if you're attached to the systematic system, then it's going to be difficult for you to do that. If you're lost with what the systematic system has to offer you, you ain't going to want to move to the woods. You ain't going to want to move on a piece of turf where you're collecting rainwater, where you got to plant your food, where you got to, no. Because they have us hooked onto this lifestyle that's weak. Make man soft. Man is just able to go and till the ground, plant food for his family. And that is a survival. Not going to eat out of a bag, eating out of a bag. I see a lot of brothers eat a big bag of chips and drink a soda, and that's dinner or breakfast. What the world is coming to. So when I see Abraham Mufasa, Abraham Chavez, I said Mufasa, I keep saying that, it has this type of principles where he's building his country. He's not allowing people to depend on the government. He allows people to know the government is willing to work with you if you're willing to work for yourself and enlighten the country. You know, we don't want to see a bunch of people laying around, they ain't doing that, and the government got to be responsible for you. Do something that could help to bring money to the country. Go into agriculture. Go into farming. Go into cattling, chicken, whatever. And the government there is willing to give you that boost. Young brother, I was a business here, he has an idea, but his idea cannot come to life. You know, and they say it's a place of opportunity. Look at me with my dreams. Majority of people are making drinks and they have these stores and they're making drinks. I'm not saying I'm the best drink maker, but a lot of them cannot talk to me. Yeah, I make my drinks don't stay long, and I got my deep freeze. I freeze them. If the doctor tell you to put breast milk in in a bottle and freeze it, and that breast milk are good for 3 months, well, my drinks don't stay 3 months. But I'll tell you this: my drinks are safe to drink. They're frozen, hard, ice. They can't get no form of people make drinks and they have them there in these fridges and they spoil. I used to make drinks before I started freezing out my drinks. And I used to have them, then I noticed they didn't last as long like when I freeze them. And my drinks move. So there's a way for everything. So I'm saying if the leaders of the world, they're here for a better world and they're here for rich and poor and middle class and everybody, then when it comes for the poor or when it comes to those that wants to strive and earn $1, you would help them. I mean, if a man is willing to learn how to fish, why would I not teach him? If a man wants to learn how to bake his own bread, why would I not let him? You know? Why would I not let him? Like I said, if I'm a cop and I'm patrolling, and when I pass, I see a young brother or a young sister doing something honestly to get an honest buck, I wouldn't put I'm not getting no complaints from that person. Nobody like on stores saying when that person is picking sales from them. I don't have no problem with that person. I would rather that person be right there making an honest dollar. Because like I said, that is a person that is contributing to the society that they live in. That is a person that is independent. And like I said, a lot of small business that's independent is what builds America. A lot of these Italians and these Germans and these Irish and all of these people all over the world, a lot of us from the islands or part of the islands, we came here and we would buy from the big businesses, the wholesalers, and turn around and sell it and make a profit. And we will buy, I mean, we don't come with an 18-wheeler, but it's us who grow and make businesses and establish businesses and employ people in the community. We all know small business build America, we know that. So this is something that I'm saying, if the people want a better country or island, they would allow those that has the ability and the skills naturally to create natural resources so they could survive. You would not stop a man if he's selling coconuts and sugarcane and mangoes and plums. Why comes there and take these things? When it's freely open market, I could go and use US currency. I'm paying taxes to get these things. I'm buying these things. I'm not stealing them. And from the moment I could establish, because everything you pay government tax anyhow you watch it, whatever you buy at the store, you could be American, non-American, citizen, non-citizen. When you're going to buy something at the store, you pay taxes. You pay taxes. So everybody that's in America, legal or illegal or whatever, they pay taxes. Immigrants are here, they pay taxes. Because when you go to the store, the stuff have taxes on it. You can't tell them, I'm an immigrant, I'm not a citizen, I'm not going to pay taxes. You pay taxes. So we all contribute to this when you watch it. Because everything runs with taxes. Okay? So if people are here doing honest things, I pass in the corner, I see a young man that could have sold drugs, crack cocaine, or whatever, and he's not doing that. He went up into the city, buy a couple hats, couple white tees, couple this, couple that, get a table and open it out, and now he's trying to make an honest dollar, and then I'm gonna stop to humbug that person. I'm gonna look for the guy who's selling drugs. I'm gonna look for the guy who's out here selling things to destroy people. I'm gonna look for the criminals. This is not a criminal. This is a person that is willing to be a part of the society, to stand on their own 2 feet and to get an honest dollar. I wouldn't have to worry about a person like that. The only time it's if that person was in a location where they was getting complaints on this person, then this person would have to move. But when you come over there, you see this man probably you only got $300 worth of merchandise, $200 worth of merchandise, whatever value that he got, and you come and you take all of that. Now this man have children, but there are laws, and the laws is there's laws for the government, and there's law of the land. The law of the land tells you, as a free citizen, have the right to travel because you're a citizen of the earth. That's the first citizen you could be, a citizen of the earth. You are a earthling. You are an earthling. You are a citizen of the earth, and the earth is huge. So if you're from earth, why is it that you got problems to move from there to there? God said the earth is the fullness, and the fullness thereof, the fullness of the Lord. God gives you ability to move north, south, east, and west. Man put a restriction on that. Back then, people travel one end of the earth to the next end and kind of back, whatever it was, from one place to the next. Until now, people cross borderline and come up in people's place in other countries. Because they're all one turf, they just put borderline. Borderline? So all of them simply saying, it's a simple thing. Those who say they want to govern, it is the people who put them there. If the people decide they are not going to share their votes, although sometimes they bamboozle the people, but like I'm saying, for the people that is living in any country or island, Trinidad, Guyana, St. Lucia, Grenada, wherever you from, wherever walks of life you from, and you're doing something honestly, like a guy gets up and gets crates of bottles and pick it up, and decide to take it to the place where he could sell his bottles and get his money. That's his thing. Now when you see that man with all his bottles, and you come with a truck and say to him, you taking all these bottles because he collecting bottles illegally. You see how you break people down? So the key thing is, if you want to, that's why I say the government needs to stop saying they're fighting crime. It's not to fight crime, it's to stop crime. When you say you're fighting crime, it's like you are the one allowing crime to go so you could have people saying they're doing things like that, fighting crime. Abraham Asharis don't say he's fighting crime, he say he's stopping crime. So you get a solution to the problem and eradicate it. I always said stop treating things. We treat things, that's why they becomes a problem. Oh God, have a guy going to prison, in and out in prison, in and out in prison. As he go in, he come out, he go right back in. As he go out, he going right back in. It's something, he got a business going on in there. Because I guarantee you, prison ain't sweet, but they make prison sweet. They make prison sweet. People adjust. That is why they have that prison in El Salvador over there. And now they're sending everybody over there. Now this is the corruption again. Why will you take somebody, you send them all the way over there, they don't speak Spanish? I know from the time you run up on that person, you know that person doesn't speak Spanish. Why you send them there? Why don't send that person to where they originally from? And then again, all of this is madness to the way they see to fix their problems. You got somebody that's here all 40 years, 45 years, a brother like me. I practically grow here. This is my home. This is my home. I don't want nobody coming and create no bomb. When these Al-Qaeda people were saying they Allah walk back when a bomb places up, I didn't go for that. If I was walking around and I was around and see anybody with a bomb strap up trying to put somewhere, me and them into big problems. Because I have American children. I have children that born here. I have friends here. My whole life is here. I will not affiliate with anybody to do anything to this country. No, none at all. I don't care how much money you're giving me. You want to go turn terrorists, that's your business. You want to go put bombs, that's your business. But you couldn't get me ready into that. Because as bad, there's a good and bad in everything. I've been living in America for a very long time. They have not get me, like to say they have me under the spell. But one thing I know, this is my home. This is where I wake up and go to sleep and breathe. This is where I have all of my children. Don't come try that around here. I don't care how much you don't like Americans. That's your business. When you're coming here to say you're coming to blow shit up, excuse my language, don't try it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Because when you come to blow stuff, you come and jeopardize my life. You're coming to give me a hard time. And you're coming in the poor community. That's where you want to come do it. So they could hook up with poor black people and say it's them. So I don't trust them. It's only when they want us to do them dirty work for them, they want to be our friends. You see me? But the real talk, any government that say they love the people will do things for the people. And the things they will do for the people is things that will benefit the country itself. Because these people will be good citizens. These people would be people that you hear when people visit the country. You hear people say, boy, these people are so kind. You went here, you went here, you went here. There was a place called Antigua. I went to Antigua. Oh, Lord. That was years ago. Antigua, you don't see no policeman with no gun. They got a little buckle nightstick, a little stick. No crime like that. Grenada, another one. They say you can go to sleep and leave your house open in Grenada. And if they have crime, I don't even think they got 15 people in Grenada prison. One guy, Grenadian guy, was telling me that. So when the government is working with the people, there's less crime. When the government is allowing the people then to achieve by the sweat, everything is good. The old lady cannot work, she cannot work, but she could get 2 flour and make 2 little festival. She could fry it. You get 2 pieces of chicken and just make sure people doing things good because they are good and bad. Even that same little old lady there, you have to keep an eye on her. She have to be genuine. Because some of them know how to tie up people. Remember the woman was putting the crab in the chalala. Crab in a chalala. Yeah, and people was eating that like, they love it. Nobody didn't know the secret of what was the main sauce. It was the chalala. The shit in that plate. Yeah? So, as long as someone doing things that could benefit themselves, the government shouldn't worry about them. If they are doing things that is right, not bad stuff, and not talking about selling drugs or them things. If a person is doing something honest for $1, as long nobody is not giving them no problem, they should lower that person. Because this is a person that could get honest money that could help. These stores that open, this host, like a brother like me. I make business as a businessman. I might not be big like a lot of other places. But the whole thing about me, I am a businessman because I buy goods and I use the goods to establish my business and to be creative and bring that out to sell, to go back and buy and sell. So a brother like me in this America, I am not a problem. Because when policemen pass and police see me, I am not frightened when I see the police. I am not worried about, oh, the cops are coming. Because I know I am not doing anything for police to come and have problems with me. I have police that follow me on the Instagram, on the YouTube. Lots of policemen. Because they could see a true-hearted person. I am not saying, I always come and I talk facts. And those with a heart, with an ear and an eye to see and to hear and foot will walk and hear me. I am not playing favoritism like the last time I said. There's good police, bad police. There's good government, bad government. There's good government, bad government. Any government that don't care about the people is bad government. Any government that don't care about the poor and the needy is bad government. Any government that is making things hard for the poor and the needy is bad government. America's supposed to have these little accessory rights where they have for people with big foot, people that are slow foot, even though the man is homeless. But just because he's homeless, he got to walk from here to Flatbush. They should have a right for that man. This is how your government supposed to govern. The government supposed to be concerned about the poor and the needy. Anything, bathroom, public bathroom supposed to be in there. And hire two of these guys that you are giving free money. And hire them to take care of this bathroom. Everywhere in New York City is also have a public bathroom. Not one at McDonald's. McDonald's is McDonald's bathroom for McDonald's people. The government should have public bathroom where it's nice and clean and have people that works in that bathroom. So when people come to violate their cameras, they make the yes. Like when you go places like France and these places in Germany, they have them. They have this little toilet where you put quarter in or whatever you're going to use. But somebody's in there. Okay? If the government have to govern, let them govern the right way. Let them govern to protect the people. See that the people is okay. Eliminate crime. Don't fight crime. It's easy to eliminate crime. Open places that young men and young women go learn trade. Don't send them places to give them grants, give them money to go to school and then they have to pay back. You're putting them in debts. Open centers where they could go and they could get free meals. They could eat. They could even get a metro and even a little $20 to put in the pocket. And when poor people sick, don't turn them away. Don't, because you know they don't have no health insurance. So you have a little plaque where you put up there that's saying you don't turn away people. But in real life, in reality, you are turning them away because they will not get the full treatment where they need. You don't go over there, man, job. A lot of people that doesn't have it goes to the emergency and the emergency send them home and they die after. They die on the way outside. They die in the waiting area. Because you don't have nobody to represent these people that is poor. These people that doesn't have the capability. You don't have no one. These are your citizens. These are the people in your country. They live here. A man like me will live here over 40 years. You can't tell me this is not my home. Yeah. And I am one that really don't trouble the government. I try every day and give thanks for what they are giving. But in a sense, some of them is getting and they don't have no problem. Some of them is taking liberty. That's why they want Trump coming here and say, all of that gonna cut out. You're young. You're strong. They are getting $193 and $93. And you're satisfied with that. You drink. You stay in the gully. They give you a little place to stay. That's the lifestyle. That is it. That is it. There are people that is on drugs. The government give them a place to stay, but they're still on drugs. They are druggies. And the government even send people to take care of them to say they are getting work. But this person is not getting better. This person that is have a place to stay, that the government giving a little money to, the government know they're on drugs. Government have to step up, man. The government need to send them, check them in the rehabs. Send them to the rehabs. Full recovery. From the rehab, they need to get them and analyze them. Train them again. School them again. Deal with them again. Because every time you send them to the rehab and then come out, they right back on drugs again. Drugs is the thing that be in your system for a minute. And the addiction. If you try a guy 3 times and you notice, when you come back over there, you make sure it's good to go. Take out them from certain community. You even give them punishment. If you remove them from a drug community and you catch them in that drug community, they go into prison. Abraham Sharez is finding a solution to the problem. Not some stupid leader that say if anybody have dreadlocks on their head, he gonna lock them up. This is the same barbaric attitude, the same barbaric state of mind. You gonna fight against Rasta. That as a black man, we know, or as a copper skin man, we know say we never deal with scissors and comb. That is a European thing. And when we do our style, it was a pick called Afro pick. Puff up the hair. And we see in the history books and in the archives the different style of hair braiding and the different style of hair that we used to deal with. See? So when an African leader cannot find food to feed the people in the country, when he can't stop making deals under the table, when he don't stop selling out the people and resources, but the thing he could think about is if he find a Rasta man, a man with locks, Bobo, he gonna lock him up and shave him here. It's the same barbaric principle and attitude that they had back in the 60s when they was fighting Rastaman in Jamaica. Saying Rastaman have 40 leg in the head, Rastaman have crab laws, Rastaman nasty, real Rasta, no levity. Okay? Not the people that the leaders are making, the people that keep the culture, the people that keep the way of life to make them look bad. No, I am not talking about no dirty stinking dread. I'm not talking about this man walking around smell of piss and shit and nail long like and the nail black and thick. Yeah, and he don't want to work and he just believe that. Yeah, he believed that he could just walk around and take the Chinaman fruit and just take up people things and say, Jah, give everything free. No, not this one. Not him. I am talking about the circumspect ones like myself. We know if they obtain themselves respectfully. Them may attack. Not the one who just go around, see the young girl. He has enough capability to buy a cup of tea for himself. But he was infatuated himself with this young woman, want him breed her, and he can't take care of no child. So I say the government, there are things the government is doing and things they will bring. Like, listen to this one. You know, say when the red come people, it's I and I, the one and only, fit over 50, the earth man. See? I am what I am that is, that was, that will always be what it is, a servant unto the Most High, not unto man, unto servant, a servant unto the Most High, not unto man, a servant unto the Most High, not unto man. See, so man come with them things. So these black leaders, where they come like puppets, yeah, that is talking about any Rasta man then catching in the country, then go and do this and do that. Why they don't ask the foreigners them, the ones that come to thief the resources, the ones that is coming to take the diamonds and the rubies? Why are they afraid to pass penalty on them? Why there is no judgment on those that is coming and take the resources out there? Huh? Those that are mining without proper identification. Eh? Why is the Rastaman again, this black leader jumping? I hear this black leader say, any Rastaman can get that's in our country with locks, what am I going to do to them? You see the nonsense? You see what I'm saying? Instead, you should have seen that Rastaman is coming from far, bigging up South Africa, bigging out Africa, singing about Africa. Redemption song and all kind of song where they sing for Manson Mandela and the world cry for Mama Africa. And watch with this big dog poop coming down with to attack his own Rastaman culture and every other Rastaman. So them a fight against we long time, these black leaders. They will not fight against the unrighteous, but they want to fight against the righteous one. So they don't have to come out. There are some of those who are selling us out. See right now, Abraham Sharez, what he doing? You better take notes. The only thing I say, I hope he's ethical to the bone. I hope he's not another Idi Amin. Because Idi Amin, let's start good and end up becomes Idi Amin Dada and turn bad. So, leaders like Abraham Sharez, because they are for the people. Abraham Sharez want to see his people able to stand up as citizens of the country and happy. He don't want his people begging. He don't want them in the street dirty begging. He don't want that. He knows his people has ability and his country has the resources. And he's going to make each and every one, boy, girl, raise them up. That is what is a leader. One leader is to love the country. Love your citizens in your country. Do things that will uplift your country. Put your country on the map. Here, man, he want to make something like a United Nation, but it's the Black United Nation. For all of the black countries, them. You know how long we need that? You know how long? He wants the sellouts, them, that is selling out, to be in prison. And all those that is rising against the movement, to allow we as a nation of people to be upright. To all our places to stand forth on our own 2 foot. Our right foot places are upright. Walk with our head up. Walk with pride and dignity. Not with your pants sagging and your 2 butt shit. Why this man not want to lock up the Rasta man? He have people sagging in his country. He not locking nobody up. He not locking nobody up. I don't think you could sag in Ibrahim Sharez's place. You can't walk over there with your 2 butt chick showing. He don't want that. This is why they don't like this brother. This brother don't want no sagging. He don't want no pants down to knees. He want pants and waist with the belt. Yes. Yes. You're a thief and you could work. Huh? You got 2 hands and 10 fingers. And you're strong and you're looking to thief. Yes. Abraham Sharez have the plan for you. He's going to take you to the courts, sentence you, make you work for that person that you robbed for 10 years. You're working. You're free. You just got to go to work. You got to come in the yard, cut the grass. If this man have a big tree to cut down, you got to cut it down. Whatever this person got to do, you got to work for that person for 10 years. And you, when you're 10 years old, you're not done. You got to go around for neighbor, help neighbor, whatever neighbor have. Yes, you will never thief again. Because everybody know you. Yes, when you put you in prison, your muscle getting big. Your biceps, triceps, you could just come outside now. You're stronger than before. No. And then you're still bully. He's a bully. Abraham Sharez have the right thing for them. Yes. This man have the right thing. He's a leader that a lot of black leaders should open their eyes and get the wax out of their eyes and see. Although I told him to be mindful of Russia. Some people say, no, Russia always helping him, you know. Russia always being aside. Russia is there for his interests. All of them. They're there for their interests. They want to put their hands. Remember, back in the days, they used to fly in every island to check it out. They used to love take photos. They want to know about the roots and culture. They went all over the world and knows everybody's culture. Yeah. Some of them dance, mimic the way that we dance, and even could some of them dance better than some of us. So it's in their nature. So Abraham Sharez is a leader. That's a leader. A leader that wants his people to prosper. A leader that wants his people not to go hungry. He teach them self-alliance. He teach them how to help themselves and to be some type of use to the country. Don't teach people to sit down and wait for crumbs. Teach them how to go get it. Look at Jamaica. People are talking. Everybody. They're not saying what they're supposed to say. Jamaica is in the mix-up. The whole of the islands is in the mix-up. Because they allow the people them to grab them brain. The higher leaders them are making decisions for them. They are making bargains and deal in the back door, under the table, in the stretch limo, and the private jets. That's what they are doing. Because when I watch Jamaica, jump down, yeah? And they got so much people of inspiration to inspire people. But then all of a sudden, to break the people that could inspire people is to turn them into something that they are not. And just let it go like a virus. Grab them brain. Guys, when I talk, I say things. I said something. And YouTube, listen me good. Don't come mess with my thing. Freedom of speech and listen carefully. President Reagan was here. And our military was good. And if any funny thing was going on, it was in the closet. Because guys like Reagan didn't stand for certain things. A lot of funny faces, ladybug faces, running through the White House. Bunch of ladybug face. When jerk chicken and barbecue chicken started to come out and I saw there was hugging and kissing, I know there was 2 chicken. But you notice how they did dress. So, Reagan left power. Reagan was not that type of guy. And who come after was not type of guy, wasn't that type of guy. You know when them type of guys start popping up? In Bush era. In the Bush era, these guys start popping up. And in the Clinton era, and in the Obama era. But all of that was set up to really come out in the Obama era. Because Obama was the one that did the most deporting. And he was the one that signed LGBTQ. Right or wrong, guys? Yeah. Why it took a black president? No white president did that. No white president signed no paper for LGBTQ, for any of these people that was fighting for the rights and wanted rights to able to marry and do all of that. You know when they really get that? When Obama get in power. And Obama did 2 terms. And the first 4 years that he did, ask ourselves, what did Obama did for us? Now, when I say for us, because that's what I always hear, the blacks was always wanted a black president because they thought that when they got a black president, Jesus was going to come on earth. And the black president, that the black president would hear it cry, and the black president would come and take care of all our needs, and the black president would make us walk on water, and the black president was going to come. Yeah. Yeah, you see, that was the coldest moving water. That becomes frozen ice water. That was not moving at all. The only thing was moving was all what he was signing, which was deportation, galore. Look at Obama era, most deportation. Saudi, whatever, most deportation. Obama era. Look at Obama era. That is the era when the fish in the pond, plenty fish. Yeah, when plenty fish. Now, there's a club on Utica, I heard it's called Plenty Fish. It's a free country. I'm not harassing anybody. I'm speaking. I'm having a conversation. Freedom of speech. And you know what, guys? This is for all entertainment purposes. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, oh yes, guys. This is for entertainment purposes. None of what I'm saying is not true. It's not true. It's only for entertainment. I'm going to entertain myself and my subscribers with this right here. Boy, yes. So, the era of Obama. For entertainment purposes. Right, twin? Right, twin? For entertainment purposes. Redshot BlackStar is doing that only for entertainment purposes only. And Obama's era. So, Obama was in there and 2 terms. So that's 4 and 4. That's 8 years. The first 4 years, what happened? Nothing moving. And last year, the other 4 years, what happened? Now let's watch when Bush came in again back into power. Did Bush did what they tell him to do? Oh, it was Bush, yeah. Yeah, it was Bush, right? Yeah. Did anybody stop him? Did any obstacles fall in the footsteps of Bush? Did not when they tell Bush don't do, he did? Did not when they say don't go, he go? Right. So what's happening here? You know what the Russian president said? Was it Gorbachev, Putnam, or whatever his name is? He didn't respect Obama. He looked at Obama like Obama was nothing. Watch the interview. That man shake every white president hand with great respect, Mr. Putnam. But when came for Obama, that come like that was his toy. He had no respect for the man. He had no respect for the man. You all see it in the interview. Go look at the interview. That man showed no respect to that black brother. Or the copper skin brother. Because it's like he knew. He knew. That's like President Abraham Lincoln on the penny. On the left side of the cheek. He's a left sider. Yeah. You didn't know? So okay. In the era of Obama, we gotta go back and see what Obama did. Let's see all of those let's see what he did. Because what he did, what he signed and what he let out hurt our young youth today. These children that is 16 years old, these children that is 15, 18, whatever age it is in that time when they born, has issues. They have issues. And this was the virus of signing these documents that would allow confusion between our youth. Now this brother came in, Mr. Trump came in, and Mr. Trump said, and I want to see who will go against me or try to report me. Because Mr. Trump came in and says he's not going to tolerate that nonsense. Just like Reagan. He said, I'm not going to tolerate that. I'm not going to be changing no name and no damn bathroom. Man, women, that's what God created. That's what it is. Male and female. So if you're a male, you go to the male section. And if you're a female, you go to the female section. Don't let me catch you as a male going in that bathroom in the female section. So what's wrong with that? Yeah, because he's right. He will break that because, you know, you got to stand up for a certain standard. And for a black man, Obama should have stood up on a certain standard. But they say that's what gave him his votes. That's how he won the election. So this thing is about not even about doing what's right. This is about getting what you want and not doing what you're supposed to do. Because here comes Trump is in here and Trump is not tolerating it. Here comes the same thing that he could have done, Trump is doing it. The same thing that he could have said in the black schools and in these charter schools, Trump is doing it. You see? So who's holding the morals? I'm not saying one is better than the other. I'm saying I'm watching the standard. This sister was about to come in Harris Pamela Harris, and she was going to allow that to just spread like a wildfire. So where is the morals when we are interfering with our youths? Our future of tomorrow, we are contaminating them. We are not even allowing them to grow up and actually make their own minds upon what they want, what they're going to do. We are already forcing a lifestyle onto them. So when Trump comes out now and Trump says this, that he's not going to tolerate that, he's going to allow them to know a man is a man and a woman is a woman. You're not going to come to work in a dress. You're not going to do that. We're not doing that. You could do that in your house. You could do that on your free time. But you're not going to come over here and put on a damn dress on you and say you're going to teach these children here. You're going to lose your job. So, again, this is for entertainment purposes only, but the facts is the reality behind the whole thing. So I could see with that I don't have to worry my daughter going to school. And here goes, there's a tough guy right there with a woman's dress trying to convince my daughter that he's a female. So that is one thing. Again, I say I give Trump the 2 thumbs up on that, because this was a necessary thing that we needed, that in the schools. They ain't gonna hang up no flag up there. You send your child to school, you send your child for education. You send your child to able to learn something to grasp on for the future. And you find to squeeze in an extra class in that has nothing to do with the child's learning. You understand what I'm saying? So again, I have to watch this and say, this is a good thing, because teach the children what they need to know. That's why I say, instead they bring back home economics back into the school, they're going to take that out and they're going to fit in LGBTQ. Now, like I said, if these people are who they are, LGBTQ, and that's who they are, that's who they are. That's what you want to be. That's what you want to represent. Go ahead and do that. But leave the children out of it, man. Leave the children out of it. It's a simple thing. That y'all talking about harass all the time. And the government too. You're talking about y'all want these people to have their rights. Y'all give them their rights. Now they got their rights and they're violating other people. Why is it that you're not working on the other people's rights? Why is it, apart from Trump says, no, I'm not going to let that go. I'm not going to allow anybody to bring that. Trump got grandchildren too. He has grandchildren, and he knows that's not a good thing for his grandson. He knows that. He knows that. As much as y'all could say what y'all got to say, but that man knows that's not right. That's why he's not going to be one of your presidents that's going to allow it. That's why. Plain and simple. You have to hold certain standards. Now, the rest of things about him, that's his business. Like I said, I'm not a politician. I'm not into politics. But I'm watching what could benefit my children, not even me, because I'm an adult. I'm a grown man. Nobody ain't going to step to me with that nonsense. But my little daughter, my little son, they're babies. I got to worry about grown people that could dominate them with that. I got to worry about a grown man that get the access with a young child, what he may do. Nobody know when these people gonna snap. No, nobody knows. And we're living in the wicked times, the wicked of times. So, like I said, the government, they have the ability to make things better by giving the people and ruling over the people the right way. You know? Like everybody's saying, they want justice. I am not one who dealing with justice. What is justice? How are you going to have justice if you don't have equality? How are you going to talk about justice when there's no equality? If there's equality, then there's justice. But if there's no equality, justice for who? For the rich? Not for the poor. So we got to watch these things when they come and talk about justice. As we see, we have a justice system that's never just with us. But if they had equality, it doesn't matter who they brought in front of the damn judge. The judge would be like, yo, you messed up big time. I don't care if your mom is a billionaire. You got to go down there. Take him away. That would not be justice. It would be equality. And if there's equality, then justice will fall in the right order. Because not because your family's a billionaire that they could fly you from here to wherever you could do your crimes and get away with. You understand what I'm saying? So when I watch the government, they're not doing all these crimes and all these things happening and people doing all these things and fake money and body snatching and organ snatching and right in the hospital, all kind of drugs. Big Brother doing his thing. Everybody, come on, government, get it on and shake a leg. Do something. You can help the people. Don't let these establishments and this company buy you off and killing your citizens. Don't let India send the poison over here, China send the poison over there. You want your American people to be strong and healthy in case something happens. Your American people could defend America and its citizens. Why are you allowing them to send poison over here? These enemies don't like us and they try to kill us. Then make sure by the time they're done with us, every girl and boy has a problem. And you let it happen. Why don't you stop all the funny food? All the Code Red, all them fake cereal, the Cocoa Puff and the Lucky Charms, all that nonsense, M&M's and Reese's Puff and all that stuff. Throw it in the garbage. You said you was going to do that. That's it. Help the people, man. There's too much obese people, too much people with high blood pressure, too much people on medication and nothing going on, too much of side effects. Help the people. That's what the government is here for, bro. The government not supposed to do what they're doing. That is not government. That is demonic. So we want to know if these people are people or these people are demons. Because if a person like Abraham Sharez, you ask him what make him different than these leaders. And then you see the texture of the quality. That's what you're looking for, the quality. The quality, the substance of that essence. That's what you want. You can't talk about you have a nation, but the nation is unhealthy. The nation is dying of diseases and fake food, fake medicine. How you let that happen? Are you supposed to love the people? Are you sure the people are the majority? A big Mr. Whoever, all these leaders of the world. Take care of your citizens, man. Why would you want to have a country with weak people, sick people? You're putting too much in our food. Why are you doing that? You think you're going to gain something? When you make all AI, you're going to eradicate red. No more red beard. But you see my spirit live on. One of the AI might just be infested with red. And start coming, yeah. Watch what you're doing. The science is serious. It's good over evil. You're not killing the people. Slowly but surely. Stop spraying all type of chemicals. Y'all know what is going on. Y'all need to go to Walmart. This is one y'all need to close. America's biggest. There's a store for it. Convenience department. You get everything you want at Walmart. But just watch how much people die per year from Walmart. Watch how much people buy these big cakes and these ice creams and this meat and these lettuces and all this, and they're telling you what they're doing. They're not lying to us anymore. They're telling you they're spraying chlorine, they're doing this, they're doing that. What they are doing, they're showing you. There are people that are working there who are using cameras and telling the world. The government, no. Why the government don't go around there and give these big firms the ticket and the summons? Walmart is a rich man, This man is rich, man. So you have this man killing your people. In every other state, there's a Walmart. And it sells everything. This is America botanical store. Not botanical, convenient supermarket. You want broom, you want hammer, you want hacksaw, you want sandpaper, anything you want in Walmart. You want lion meat? They got it. Hyena meat? They got it. Right. This is for entertainment purposes only. The last time my friend told me, his wife bought some, he live out of state. He said, Red, I think I eat lion. I said, why you say that? He said, Red, since I eat that meat my wife buy for me, I've been acting different. I said, for real? He said, yeah, Red, sometimes I am this urgent, I just want to growl. He said, last time his wife eat the dog in his house that acting scared. He was there, good, and he just, like a thing take over him. So he said, yeah, but he consuming lion meat. Lion. Some people are consuming crocodile meat. That is why every year they have this hunting thing going on. Shooting birds. Remember PlayStation had a game called Duck Hunt? And you shoot this duck. In America, every year, every season, there is some type of stuff you must go hunting for. Duck season, rabbit season, crocodile season, buffalo season, snake season. Boy, listen, when they kill all these things, right? All these crocodile, all these wild dogs, all these coyotes, yeah? What are they doing with all of these meat? Have you ever asked? Scratch your head. People, let me scratch. Ask yourself what they are doing with this meat. Why are you going on big murdering season, shooting all these things? But they don't. They take these crocodiles. So that's a lot of crocodiles. People are buying them. That's crocodile meat. So where they're packaging these meat, where they're selling it, only in Texas, only for the country people, huh? It doesn't come in the city. Do it come in the big city? I have a little question to just ask the people. All the meat that they be is some of that comes in the big city? Do some of us be eating it? Yeah. I mean, a good thing I do crazy for meat. Because sometimes it makes you wonder. Back in the days, England used to catch these young sailors and make parties with them. And they used to say that was the human meat is the best meat. I never had human meat, you know. I just watch history. And I watch a history where there's documentary showing you that back then young sailors used to disappear in England. And they used to end up right in the meat market, butcher, and they used the meat to make patties. And the patties wasn't that big, you know. The West have the biggest patty in the world. French, the patties are very small. Italy patties are very small. All the islands, tiny patty, just fit in your mouth like a little sandwich. Like, look, I'll show you. It wasn't too big. You see the size? A little bigger than that. Just to do this. And they have the little glass of blood. One finger up, like this. Cock up foot. And then. They're sipping. We don't eat meat. We don't eat this type of stuff. The government governed over the people, right? God is watching you. That is why there's a judgment that will fall upon all the nations of the earth. That is why the Most High said, nations shall rise against nations, because God sees all hearts. And it's corrupt. So God is making you all go in each other's neck and choke yourself to death. See Russia, what you want to do, Ukraine? You see what? Everybody's a big guy. Everybody wants to show they could send up the rocket and they have mass destruction. So one time it was only like 4 countries or 7 countries that had nuclear. A newsflash, people. Because of the governments are getting so corrupt. Less food for the people them to eat. More sufferation, they are making bigger bombs. They are making mass destruction that could take 3/3 of the earth. Remember, 3/3 of the heavens was cast out, and 3/3 of the earth shall be destroyed. So, y'all cannot say y'all never heard about that. And I'll tell you this, I am what I am. I am that is, that was, that will always be what I am, a servant of the Most High. But remember, biblically speaking, when you do the research, they say 3/3 of the heavens was cast out. Out where? Where they cast out these 3/3 of the heavens to come where? I spoke about it right there on earth. They are here. That's where they are at. All what they cast out from above, they're right here with us, influencing us to do all the things that is against the Creator. And they're influencing world leaders and the government. How to go about to deal with the people and to eradicate the people and to treat the people. And they have the little cubicles where they put the little centers and the little head of areas, and like towers. Just like the phone towers, they got towers. Like the big boss, they have bosses. Yeah, so they put bosses and they have the little foot soldiers. Because look at the police department, right? Do you know if I'm a billionaire, I could have a police department? Yeah. So we all know this is like little organizations, like, or what you call them, like little companies, rich companies that comes together, and because money talking. Yeah, so they do that. So if I was a rich man, maybe they would not let me because I'm kind of copper skin. But if you can be like pale skin, like real pale skin, like snowflake, they will let you have a whole prison. And you could even have a prison house too. You be the head of the warden. And it's a big business too, because for every black man or every copper skin person, male or female, that they could get inside of the little house where they call it prison house, and they have a thing called a warden. They're billionaires. You know how much money the state pay for them? Yeah. So don't think they're just fighting crime and trying to protect the people. No, it's a big business. They're only making them because they're making money. They're housing prisoners, and the state is paying them for housing prisoners. Yes. If you didn't know, well, now you know. If you didn't know, well, now you know. So it's a business. It's not because that there's so much on trying to clean the city, or they so much concerned about the crime rate, or they are trying to protect the people. No, they has a business. So you see, when something going on, I'll show you how true it is, right? Let two people try to fight, right, in front of the police, right? And would you know the police will stay there and act like he doesn't even know what's going on? Yeah, and these two people will be arguing before the fight starts. They'll be arguing. These police will be right there. Now. Check me out now. Now, I blow some steam now, like my man said, blow steam. Yeah, but look. Yo, shout out to blow steam. But look. When you look on the police car, right? You see what it right there, right? Do they do what it says? I think they have 5 to 6 things on that police car. Either 5 things or 6 things. Respect, caution, all that, whatever. Is they doing that? No. You're not supposed to allow things to get out of order. You're dealing with peace, right? So if two people are having a disagreement and you're a man of law, before these two people start to going out head over heels, you're supposed to put your 2 cents and stop it, because you had to keep the peace. You had to protect the peace. Keep the peace. Protect the people. But you don't do that. What you do, you stay there and let them argue until they start to fight. And even when they fight, you still don't do anything. You know when you really comes to do something. When Johnny gun and bow, everybody gonna run in. Yeah. Where you at? Where you at? Y'all wait for that to happen. That's why I say government supposed to protect the people. When you put their officers, I know that has a heart. And if they see two people arguing, they will come over there and they'll be like, yo, listen, cut it out. You go that way. You go that way. Don't do this here. But there's some cops who will stop there and let that happen. Let that happen. You're here to protect the people. So again, like I said, it's the government that governs over the people. That could make the nation of the people to be one people. Because you see, it's not about a person, no, because one is for all and all is for one. So of course, if it's a nation of people and it's a country and there's a nation of people, that makes the country. So the government should work with the people, teach the people, do good for the people, allow the people to grow so the people could be some type of use in the country, and the people could know how to behave in the country. And by the people behaving good in the country will prosper. But if you have a leader that is oppressing the people, causing hard life for the people, making groceries rise up higher than the money the people's making. Now you have landlords are milking the people. All right. So again, that same man, I'm not praising him, but I'm saying I heard he said something again. He was like, yo, we need to give these people more money. We need to pay these people, raise up their wages. Because things cannot be going so high and expect that person gonna survive on that same amount of money that you was giving them. You see what I'm saying? And guys, look, watch what becomes a problem. Food and transportation. So imagine you working and you get $600 every week. What that gonna do for you? And you getting paid, if you get paid every week, that's 4 times. And if you get paid twice a week, let's say you're getting $1,200. A month you get $2,400, but every week you get $1,200. $1,200. Let's break that. Laundry alone, you go to laundry, that taking an arm and a leg. Your cable bill, your phone bill, another arm and a leg. Food to eat. After you buy food for your home, even when you go to work, you still gotta eat. Then you gotta pay 10%. That's another arm and a leg. So the money that you're getting is not sufficient. You find yourself struggling. So again, if the government loves the people and the government is governed over the people, the government will want to see that the people has the capability to survive. That's it. Survive. But if the government is against the people, then the government will make hardship on the people. So the people will be suffering. And sooner or later, people are going to be in the streets. People are going to be losing their homes. People are not going to be able to pay the mortgage. People are not going to be able to buy food to eat. And crime will rise. And how are you going to stop crime? You're saying you want to stop crime. How are you stopping crime when you're doing things that are going to make crime rise up? When you're allowing things to get out of order and people are going to start acting up. And when people act up, what happens? They act up, you'll act up. So there's more death. You're going to be killing more people. Then you're going to have to train the policeman and a whole new task force, because you'll always have a task force that you'll have to create for a problem. So someone is creating a problem, making the problem happen. When the problem happens, then you'll say you have a solution. You'll bring a task force that comes to deal with the problem that you already create. So stop creating problems. Just make the people able to get strong. Peace, love. I love you all guys. Health is wealth. One, state of mind. And know, say that God is the master of all things. And remember, like I said, if you have a leader, any leader, it could be president, it could be prime minister, it could be a leader of a bank, it could be a leader, even a leader in your house, a leader anyway. If that leader is not of the Most High, the leader is not passionate, the leader is not talking about righteous things and doing things of God and doing things of his self and his state of mind and his corruption, the house will collapse. And that's what I live with you all today. That's what I bring with you all. Again, guys, don't remember I told you all I have a problem, which is, what is it? Sciatica. And sciatica, what it does, it oppresses, there's a lot of pain to your nerves. Okay? It affects your nerves and stuff like that. It's a lot of pain. So, like I said, I didn't even know. I got something in my house that I didn't know that works so good for it. It's my second time drinking it for this morning. I'm about to go out. I'm going to drink some again. And this will be our recipe. And then I said I'll go to the doctor to find out if everything is good here. Because for all my accidents and stuff that I had, there's a lot of injuries. And I need to go to find out if down here is good, my lower back is good, the bones is good. There's no, I know I have a crooked spine. I didn't know that from my accident before, but as I grow older, maybe something get slip a little bit or whatever, so I gotta deal with that. Once again, I appreciate you all guys, all my new subscribers. Health is wealth. The wellness of life is to be mindful, good over evil. Okay, love is the cradle of life. No, love is the existence of life. And anybody that cannot acknowledge love to the point that they could see love is life itself, is abundance, something's wrong with them. I'm out. This is Redshot BlackStar. Appreciate all who's here, Twin and everybody else that's here. Appreciate y'all guys. Thank you for spending a little time with me. Appreciate y'all. Good over you. Peace. I'm out.